Did you know that 99% of deaths after 75 are caused by just a handful of factors? Many assume that passing away at an advanced age is simply a natural part of life, but the truth is that most fatalities stem from avoidable risks, risks that are often ignored until it's too late. The real problem is that, by the time most people recognize these dangers, their health has already deteriorated, and their options become limited. However, if you understand these risks now, you can take steps to protect yourself and extend your life in ways you never thought possible. In this video, we will uncover the 6 leading causes of death after 75, the ones responsible for nearly all fatalities in this age group. Some of these may seem obvious, while others might surprise you, but one thing is certain: knowing them is the first step toward prevention. These aren't just statistics, they represent real lives, real families, and real choices that could mean the difference between struggling with health problems or living a long, fulfilling life. Stay tuned until the end, because these 6 causes are not inevitable. In fact, by making small but meaningful changes, many people have significantly reduced their risks, stayed independent longer, and even added years, sometimes decades, to their lives. The decisions you make today will determine how strong, active, and independent you remain in the years ahead. Before we begin, I'd really appreciate it if you liked this video. It helps me keep sharing more important lessons. If you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend hitting the subscribe button and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Also, if you enjoy this video, please comment 1. If you don't, comment 0 so I know how to improve. Now, let's get started. 1. Heart disease. Many people believe that heart disease is just an inevitable part of aging, something that happens naturally as we grow older. But the truth is far more empowering. You have more control over your heart health than you think. After 75, heart disease remains the leading cause of death, yet many seniors don't realize how much influence their daily choices have on whether their heart stays strong or begins to fail. The heart, like any muscle, needs care to function at its best. However, the warning signs of heart disease are often silent, creeping in slowly over the years. By the time people experience serious symptoms like shortness of breath, chronic fatigue, or sudden chest pain, the damage is already well underway. The real tragedy is that much of this could be prevented with simple but powerful lifestyle changes, changes that don't require drastic sacrifices, but rather small, consistent efforts that can extend life and improve overall well-being. One of the biggest silent killers behind heart disease is high blood pressure. This condition forces the heart to work harder than it should, placing enormous strain on the arteries. The problem? It often has no symptoms until it leads to a heart attack or stroke. Many people are walking around with dangerously high blood pressure without even knowing it. This is why regular checkups are so important. Monitoring blood pressure gives you the ability to take action before disaster strikes. Another major factor contributing to heart disease is poor diet. Decades of processed foods, excess salt, and unhealthy fats slowly take a toll, clogging arteries and reducing circulation. But it's not just about avoiding harmful foods, it's also about feeding the heart what it needs to thrive. A diet rich in heart-healthy nutrients, such as leafy greens, berries, nuts, and omega-3 fatty acids, helps strengthen the cardiovascular system and prevent damage. Beyond diet, movement plays a critical role in keeping the heart strong and resilient. The human heart isn't meant to sit idle for long periods. Unfortunately, as people age, they often become less active, whether due to joint pain, fear of falling, or simply the habit of a more sedentary lifestyle. But when physical activity declines, circulation slows, muscles weaken, and the heart doesn't get the exercise it needs to stay efficient. The good news is that even gentle movement, such as walking, stretching, or chair exercises, can make a profound difference. Studies show that seniors who engage in regular physical activity have significantly lower risks of heart-related complications. You don't need to run marathons. Simply staying mobile in a way that works for your body is enough to support heart function and improve circulation. Stress management is another often overlooked factor in heart health. Chronic stress floods the body with hormones that increase blood pressure and contribute to arterial damage. Many seniors carry the weight of unresolved stress, whether from financial concerns, health worries, or social isolation. Finding healthy ways to manage stress, such as meditation, breathing exercises, or engaging in meaningful hobbies, can lower the risk of heart disease dramatically. Additionally, social connections play an unexpected but vital role in heart health. Loneliness has been linked to increased inflammation, higher blood pressure, and greater susceptibility to heart problems. Maintaining relationships, even if it's just through phone calls or small gatherings, provides emotional support that strengthens overall well-being. The biggest mistake people make is assuming that heart disease is out of their control. But every small, consistent choice, whether it's eating better, moving more, reducing stress, or staying socially engaged, adds up. The key is to start now. Whether you're 50, 60, or already past 75, it's never too late to strengthen your heart and extend not just your lifespan, but the quality of your years ahead. 2. Falls and injuries. When people think about the biggest health risks after 75, they often focus on diseases like heart attacks, cancer, or stroke. But one of the most dangerous and overlooked threats isn't a disease at all. It's a fall. A single misstep, a moment of dizziness, or an unnoticed obstacle on the floor can instantly change a person's life. The truth is, falls are one of the leading causes of injury-related deaths in seniors. Every year, millions of older adults end up in emergency rooms because of a fall, and for many, that fall is the beginning of a decline they never fully recover from. A fractured hip, a head injury, or even what seems like a minor bruise can spiral into months of immobility, loss of independence, and serious complications like infections or blood clots. Yet despite how common and devastating falls can be, most people don't take them seriously until it happens to them or someone they love. One of the biggest reasons falls are so dangerous is that they become more likely with age, yet the changes that lead to them happen so gradually that most people don't notice. Balance weakens over time. Muscles lose strength. Reaction time slows down. But because these changes happen little by little, many seniors feel just as capable as they did years ago, until they suddenly aren't. The biggest mistake is assuming that being careful is enough to prevent a fall. In reality, the best way to protect yourself is by strengthening your body before a fall ever happens. Weak legs and an unsteady core dramatically increase the likelihood of falling, which is why regular movement and targeted exercises are essential. Something as simple as daily stretching, walking, or light resistance training can build strength and improve balance, making a fall far less likely. Preventing falls isn't just about exercise, it's also about making small but powerful adjustments to your environment. Many homes are filled with hidden hazards that increase the risk of a fall without people realizing it. Loose rugs, poor lighting, cluttered pathways, and unstable furniture can all turn a routine walk through the house into a dangerous obstacle course. Something as simple as installing grab bars in the bathroom, using non-slip mats, and improving lighting in hallways and staircases can significantly reduce fall risks. Even wearing supportive, non-slip shoes instead of slippers or socks can provide extra stability. These small changes might not seem like much, but they can mean the difference between staying independent and suffering a life-altering injury. Another overlooked factor in falls is the impact of medications. Many prescriptions, especially those for blood pressure, pain relief, or sleep aids, can cause dizziness, drowsiness, or changes in coordination. Seniors who suddenly feel lightheaded when standing up may dismiss it as nothing serious, but in reality, it's a warning sign that their medication might need adjusting. Regularly reviewing medications with a doctor can help minimize side effects that contribute to falls. Perhaps the most dangerous cycle is when a fear of falling leads to even more falls. After experiencing a close call or minor stumble, many seniors start avoiding movement out of fear. They stop going for walks, avoid stairs, and limit their activities. But the less they move, the weaker their muscles become, making them even more likely to fall. Breaking this cycle is crucial. Staying active, making smart adjustments at home, and being aware of medication effects can all help keep you strong, steady, and independent for years to come. Taking action today could mean the difference between mobility and a life restricted by fear. 3. Respiratory diseases. Breathing is something most people take for granted until it becomes difficult. After 75, respiratory diseases become one of the leading causes of death, not because they are unavoidable, but because they are often ignored until it's too late. Many seniors dismiss early symptoms like a persistent cough, mild shortness of breath, or occasional wheezing as just a normal part of aging. But in reality, these are warning signs that the lungs are struggling and need attention. By the time breathing problems become severe enough to impact daily life, the damage is often irreversible. The truth is, maintaining lung health isn't just about avoiding illness, it's about ensuring your ability to stay active, independent, and free from the life-threatening complications that come with respiratory decline. One of the most dangerous respiratory conditions in older adults is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, which includes emphysema and chronic bronchitis. Over time, these diseases cause inflammation and narrowing of the airways, making each breath feel like a struggle. Many people don't realize they have COPD until they're already dealing with severe limitations in their breathing. Another major concern is pneumonia, a seemingly simple infection that can quickly become fatal in older adults. Because the immune system weakens with age, a minor cold or untreated respiratory infection can escalate into a severe illness requiring hospitalization. The problem is that pneumonia often develops unnoticed, only becoming apparent when a person experiences sudden weakness, confusion, or difficulty breathing. This is why prevention is key. One of the biggest factors affecting lung health is air quality, both outdoors and inside the home. Years of exposure to dust, pollution, secondhand smoke, and household irritants like mold and pet dander take a toll on lung function. Even if you've never smoked, poor air quality can silently weaken your respiratory system over time. Many seniors don't realize that simple changes, like improving ventilation, using air purifiers, and keeping the home free from dust and allergens, can make a significant difference in lung health and overall well-being. While avoiding harmful air pollutants is essential, actively strengthening the lungs is just as important. Many people don't realize that the lungs need exercise just like any other part of the body. When you remain sedentary for long periods, your lung capacity decreases, making it harder for your body to get the oxygen it needs. This not only weakens the respiratory system, but also increases the risk of infections and complications. Engaging in regular physical activity, such as walking, stretching, or even simple breathing exercises, helps expand the lungs and keep them functioning properly. Activities like yoga or deep breathing exercises can improve lung capacity and oxygen intake, making it easier to breathe as you age. Even if mobility is limited, seated exercises or short walks can have a profound impact on lung health. Another crucial but often overlooked step in protecting lung function is staying up to date on vaccinations. Many older adults underestimate the importance of vaccines against pneumonia, flu, and other respiratory illnesses. While these infections might only cause mild symptoms in younger individuals, they can be life-threatening for seniors. A simple flu shot or pneumonia vaccine can prevent severe complications that often lead to hospitalization and long-term decline. Prevention is always easier than treatment, and taking proactive steps now can mean the difference between a minor illness and a respiratory crisis. Lastly, staying hydrated and maintaining a lung-friendly diet plays a significant role in respiratory health. Dehydration thickens mucus in the lungs, making it harder to clear out irritants and bacteria. Drinking plenty of water helps keep airways clear, reducing the risk of infections. Eating antioxidant-rich foods like berries, leafy greens, and omega-3 fatty acids supports lung function and reduces inflammation. The bottom line is this: lung health is not something to take lightly. The choices you make today, staying active, protecting your airways, and prioritizing prevention, can help keep you breathing strong, independent, and healthy for years to come. 4. Stroke. A stroke can happen in an instant, yet its consequences can last a lifetime. For people over 75, strokes are one of the leading causes of death and disability, often occurring without warning and leaving little time for recovery. What many people don't realize is that up to 80% of strokes are preventable, meaning the choices made today can determine whether a person stays independent or suffers a life-altering event. A stroke occurs when blood flow to the brain is blocked or when a blood vessel bursts, causing brain cells to die rapidly. The longer the brain is deprived of oxygen, the greater the damage. Some strokes result in only temporary confusion or minor weakness, while others leave people permanently paralyzed, unable to speak, or completely dependent on others for care. In many cases, strokes are fatal. But what makes them particularly dangerous is that the warning signs and risk factors often go unnoticed until it's too late. One of the biggest contributors to strokes is high blood pressure, which puts immense strain on the arteries and makes them more prone to rupturing or becoming blocked. The problem is that high blood pressure is often a silent condition, with no obvious symptoms until a major event occurs. Many seniors are walking around with dangerously high blood pressure without realizing it, making regular checkups essential. Another major risk factor is irregular heart rhythms, such as atrial fibrillation, AFib, which can cause blood to pool and form clots. If one of these clots travels to the brain, it can trigger a stroke in an instant. Many seniors experience AFib without symptoms, making it another hidden danger that can only be detected through medical screening. In addition to high blood pressure and AFib, poor diet and lack of movement also increase stroke risk. Diets high in processed foods, excess salt, and unhealthy fats contribute to clogged arteries and restricted blood flow. Meanwhile, a sedentary lifestyle allows blood to thicken and circulation to slow, making it easier for clots to form. The best way to counteract these risks is through regular physical activity, which improves circulation, lowers blood pressure, and keeps the arteries flexible. Even small changes, like walking daily, stretching, or doing light exercises, can have a dramatic impact on stroke prevention. Preventing a stroke isn't just about managing blood pressure or staying active, it's also about recognizing the warning signs and acting quickly. One of the most overlooked indicators of a potential stroke is a transient ischemic attack, TIA, also called a mini-stroke. These brief episodes cause temporary symptoms like confusion, blurred vision, slurred speech, or numbness that disappear within minutes or hours. Many people ignore these signs, thinking they've recovered, but a TIA is a major red flag, a warning that a full-blown stroke could be imminent. Seeking immediate medical attention after a TIA could be the difference between prevention and a devastating event. Another crucial factor in stroke prevention is dietary changes. A heart-healthy diet that includes leafy greens, nuts, berries, and omega-3 rich foods can significantly lower stroke risk by reducing inflammation and keeping arteries clear. Cutting back on processed foods, excessive sodium, and unhealthy fats can prevent the buildup of plaque that narrows arteries and restricts blood flow to the brain. Hydration is also key. Dehydration thickens the blood, making clot formation more likely. Drinking enough water every day keeps blood circulation smooth and reduces the risk of clotting. Beyond diet and lifestyle, routine medical checkups are essential for early detection of risk factors. Many people assume they're fine because they feel fine, but conditions like high blood pressure, AFib, and diabetes can be silently increasing their stroke risk. Medications, when properly managed, can help maintain healthy blood pressure and prevent clot formation. The key is consistency, regular doctor visits, routine blood pressure checks, and awareness of subtle changes in the body can help prevent strokes before they happen. A stroke doesn't have to be inevitable. Every small action, monitoring health, improving diet, staying active, and recognizing warning signs, can make a profound difference. The choices made today will determine whether you remain independent, strong, and in control of your future. 5. Cognitive decline and dementia. Cognitive decline is one of the most feared aspects of aging, not just because it affects memory, but because it threatens independence. Many people assume that losing mental sharpness is an inevitable part of growing older, but the reality is that dementia and cognitive decline are not unavoidable. While aging does bring natural changes to brain function, the rate and severity of decline depend largely on lifestyle choices. The problem is that the early warning signs of cognitive decline are often subtle, making it easy to dismiss small lapses as harmless forgetfulness. Struggling to remember names, misplacing items more frequently, or having difficulty following conversations may seem minor, but these are early indicators that the brain is not functioning as efficiently as it once did. The sooner these signs are recognized, the greater the chance of slowing or even preventing further decline. One of the most dangerous aspects of cognitive decline is that it doesn't just affect memory, it impacts decision-making, problem-solving, and the ability to manage daily life. Seniors suffering from cognitive decline often forget to take medications, fail to recognize symptoms of illness, or neglect basic needs like proper nutrition and hydration. These small oversights can quickly turn into life-threatening situations. Another major risk is accidents in the home, such as forgetting to turn off the stove, leaving doors unlocked, or wandering outside in unsafe conditions. In severe cases, individuals with advanced dementia may no longer recognize loved ones, struggle to communicate, and become entirely dependent on others for care. The emotional toll on both the person experiencing cognitive decline and their family can be overwhelming. However, there is hope. Research shows that maintaining brain health is possible with the right habits. Just like muscles need exercise to stay strong, the brain needs stimulation to remain sharp. Activities that challenge the mind, reading, learning new skills, engaging in puzzles, or even holding deep conversations, can slow cognitive decline and improve mental function. The key is consistency. Engaging in mentally stimulating activities regularly helps build cognitive resilience, keeping the brain active and engaged. While mental exercises keep the brain engaged, physical activity plays an equally important role in cognitive health. Many people don't realize that regular movement improves blood flow to the brain, delivering oxygen and nutrients essential for maintaining memory and sharp thinking. Studies have shown that seniors who stay active, whether through walking, stretching, or light resistance training, experience a lower risk of cognitive decline than those who lead sedentary lives. Even small activities like gardening, dancing, or simple at-home exercises can significantly enhance brain function and delay the onset of dementia-related conditions. The connection between physical health and mental clarity is undeniable. The more active the body, the more resilient the mind. Another often overlooked factor in preventing cognitive decline is social interaction. Isolation and loneliness have been directly linked to faster mental deterioration, yet many older adults find themselves increasingly alone as they age. Regular conversations, engaging in group activities, and staying connected with friends and family can help maintain mental sharpness and reduce the risk of depression, which often accelerates cognitive decline. Even small efforts, such as joining a book club, attending community events, or making phone calls to loved ones, can have profound effects on brain health. Diet also plays a crucial role. The brain requires the right nutrients to function optimally, and foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins, such as leafy greens, berries, nuts, and fish, support cognitive function and help fight inflammation that contributes to dementia. On the other hand, excess processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats can accelerate brain aging. Hydration is equally essential, as dehydration can lead to confusion and memory issues. Cognitive decline is not an inevitable part of aging. By staying mentally and physically active, maintaining social connections, and eating brain-boosting foods, seniors can significantly lower their risk of losing independence. The choices made today shape the mind's strength for the years ahead. 6. Cancer. Cancer is one of the leading causes of death in people over 75, second only to heart disease in many regions. As we age, the risk of cancer increases due to a weakened immune system, accumulated DNA damage, and prolonged exposure to risk factors such as smoking, poor diet, and UV radiation. Common cancers in this age group include lung, colorectal, breast, prostate, and skin cancer, many of which develop silently until they reach an advanced stage. The problem is that cancer symptoms are often mistaken for normal aging, leading to delayed diagnosis and reduced chances of successful treatment. For example, unexplained weight loss and chronic fatigue may be signs of lung or stomach cancer, but they are often dismissed as part of aging. Changes in bowel habits, such as persistent diarrhea or constipation, may indicate colon cancer, while persistent pain, a nagging cough, or unusual lumps could signal various forms of cancer. Because these symptoms are vague and easy to overlook, many cases go undetected until the disease is difficult to treat. However, while cancer cannot be entirely prevented, lifestyle choices and early detection can significantly reduce the risk. Regular screening, such as colonoscopy, mammograms, and PSA tests, helps detect cancer early, increasing survival rates. Healthy habits, including a diet rich in fiber and low in processed foods, regular exercise, and avoiding smoking and excessive sun exposure, play a crucial role in prevention. Limiting alcohol consumption further reduces the risk of liver and mouth cancers. Many studies show that 30 to 50% of cancers can be prevented through lifestyle changes and early detection, yet most people do not take action until it is too late. The key is to start today, by making small changes like quitting smoking, eating better, and staying on top of medical checkups. You can protect yourself and increase your chances of living a longer, healthier life. Aging is not just about the passage of time, it's about the choices we make every day. The most powerful lesson from all of this is that health is not purely a matter of fate, it is largely in our hands. While we cannot control everything, we have far more influence over our well-being than we often realize. The small, consistent actions we take, eating nutritious foods, staying active, managing stress, avoiding harmful habits, and getting regular checkups, can determine whether our later years are filled with strength or struggle. Too many people wait until their health declines before making changes, but by then, options become limited. Prevention is always easier than treatment, and awareness is the first step toward a healthier future. It's not about fear, it's about empowerment. By taking responsibility for our health today, we are choosing more independence, more energy, and more time to enjoy life with the people we love. At this stage in life, every moment is precious. The greatest gift we can give ourselves is the chance to live fully, without unnecessary pain or regret. The time to act is now, because every choice matters, and it's never too late to invest in a better tomorrow.